Better than Lego. Better than Lego.
Matthew Johns is in position for a long-range shot. He's with it now, Matthew Johns. Here goes the kick from Johns.
Welcome to the Johns Family Podcast for this week, and bless you all on this Easter Friday. Welcome to Trish Johns, Cooper Johns, Jack Johns. How are you guys?
Good,
are you
Matthew.
Well?
Good.
A little question to ponder off the top. What indeed is the best holiday or best part of the festives, these festive seasons, so to speak? What's better? Is it Easter? Is it Christmas Day? Is it New Year's Eve or is it Father's Day?
Oh.
Which is the best? What's the day that you think, Jack, really stands out?
It'd have to be
Father's Day, of course. I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
It's just a wonderful, wonderful day. Cooper?
I'd probably go Easter.
Me
I
too.
think Easter's probably the only time a
Not
giant
really playing along with the joke here, but that's okay. Keep going.
somebody dressed up in a bunny suit comes through and delivers chocolate to your children. It's probably the only time it's allowed. So I thought it's a good time for the kids.
And it's a good time of the year. The weather's awesome.
The weather is perfect.
I think Cooper's forgotten sort of the concept there. It's not actually a person dressed up as a bunny. It's an actual bunny.
It's a bunny, mate.
It is a bunny.
Yeah.
And he's laying, you know what those eggs are? Have you ever seen rabbit poo?
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's
I
rabbit
thought it
poo.
was chocolate.
Remember the little trail of eggs
Oh, yeah.
from your bed to your main
And
Easter
there was
bunny
a carrot
present?
that had been nibbled on.
Back on what Cooper said, Cooper thought that a person, an adult, dresses up as a rabbit and then places in the middle of the night little chocolates throughout the house.
Coop, just want to let you know, mate. Right, a house at Easter night, Easter Friday, or Saturday before Easter Sunday, whatever they come, is not a South Sydney home game. Right? There's not a mascot dressed up in a bunny suit that comes marching into everyone's house at full speed, a.k.a. Reggie. Shout out to Reggie.
Reggie the rabbit.
This is the Easter Bunny.
I will excuse you guys for starting this podcast so dreadfully. I have come bearing gifts because I've been in South Africa, if you guys hadn't
Where?
known. South Africa.
We missed you.
Oh, where you going?
Yeah, I've been gone. Don't worry, I listened to the podcast. You did miss me as well. But I have come back with some gifts for everyone. Brought back shot glasses of the Big Five. Those who don't know what the Big Five are, they're the big animals that you want to see in safari in South Africa.
I think the word shot should get put in
The
there.
elephant,
Oh,
the rhinoceros, the buffalo, the lion, and the leopard.
Oh.
And I've bought a shot each for your personalities that I thought would suit you guys.
Yeah, right. Perfect.
Starting with Matthew. I got you oh my God, they've doubled up. They gave me I'll give it to you on principle. You had the rhinoceros. They accidentally gave me two buffaloes, but I sort of got ripped off, I guess. 390 Rand as well. I gave you the rhino because, there you go. Let me give you that. It's a buffalo on there, but it stands for the rhino. You're big, strong, horny, and did you know rhinos, before they have sex, the male rhino and the female rhino, they fight, and whoever wins, if the male one wins, they get to mate, and if the female one wins, they don't get to mate.
Oh, right.
is that right?
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
Is that actually true?
That's 100% true. That's what our tour
interesting.
guide.
I've been fighting a losing battle for a lot of years. Guys.
Yeah. Thank you very much,
We
Jack.
can.
I gave you the leopard.
I'll take that.
Leopards are
Stealthy,
awesome.
quiet. Doesn't very hard to spot. We actually didn't get to see one, so it's kind of sits in his room, hard to see.
I took one for a walk through the
And
jungle.
but that would have been a pet. Trish, I gave you the elephant.
No, I'm a Leo. I'm a lion.
I gave you the elephant because you've got an excellent memory.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and
Almost too good sometimes.
yeah,
And a few wrinkles too.
yeah, and
Yeah, really.
the larger of
Gone a little
And
cray.
a club foot. You got the old elephant foot going. Well, we'll get back to that in a minute. How it's going.
Elephantitis.
and larger of the big five, in personality, like large personality.
Yeah.
It's not getting any better.
Gav, I gave you the water buffalo.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's
Trish, you hand that to
nice.
Gav.
Wait,
The
is-
most deadly of the big five. They kill the most humans in the big five. Very
Hey, I
aggressive.
thought it was the
'cause
rhino.
Yeah,
No,
because
no,
we've
no.
heard about your cooking, Gav.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Yeah.
I gave myself the lion.
Of course you did.
King of the jungle. Hangs with its brothers usually. Doesn't like hanging with the girls.
With the bros.
Well,
yeah.
But it doesn't hang with its father, you know.
Yeah.
You do hang
Did
out
they
with your
teach
father
you
a
that?
lot, Coop.
I
They
didn't know
kick, they
that.
kick the father out. Well, on our safari, they taught us that.
Really?
Yeah, they kept. So The
No,
male.
It's the lions.
Lions?
It's the elephants that do that.
No, it's the lions. Remember, we saw them along the bank.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Memory, elephant memory.
They get rid of the male. They won't allow them the father to stay with them.
What animal do you think missed out there? Because I feel like our little friend the zebra's missed out, and I feel like
Yeah,
the
sort of
crocodile may have missed out there. There's no water.
They define the big
Hippo.
five like based on the hippo. I would say the hippo missed out pretty.
It's land animals, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's land.
I think it is
Yeah,
land
land
animals, but I
animals.
think
Yeah,
they
because you're on
base it.
safari.
They base it like what's the most threat to a human.
Right.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't want to sound like one of those blokes, but I really don't know how people go there and on safari and shoot. I don't get
On
that.
hunting.
You're
And
hunting,
hunting, I don't get that.
And they take drastic measures to prohibit anyone coming
Oh,
in.
yes,
Like
yes.
when you go into the safari park, did you have this experience, Cooper? Like they have like the mirrors under the car to
Nah.
check this. Yeah.
there's-
Well, the one we went into.
You
Cooper,
can't
yeah.
get out of the car. Like if your hat blows off, the
Yeah.
guy who's driving the car has to
Radio it in.
radio and say, "Listen, I am going to let them all know I'm going to get out of the Jeep, go back 50 metres, pick up the hat," because they've got cameras all around and there's people literally
And they'll shoot.
walking around and they will shoot.
Well, you know,
on,
they used to be.
suspicious.
It used to
suspicion.
be legal in the government to kill a poacher, like to kill a poacher. It was
Yeah.
legal only briefly. It's not legal anymore.
Oh, they've stopped it.
And
Well,
dropping
animal
them in.
stuff on
Wow.
the
of course, the
anyway.
horn, the rhino horn. The
Yeah.
rhino horn is the big one where they get there. It's something like it's
Is
for
it
one
the same
rhino.
as an elephant? Is it like ivory? Is it ivory?
No, they see it.
It's $1 million US.
Yeah,
It's
in
crazy.
Asia, it's classed as an aphrodisiac and a lot of money. And
surprised.
it's huge amount to the point that a lot of times in the game reserves, what they used to do, don't know if they still do, but actually they do. If a rhino passes away, they will take the horn off and go and put it in a safe.
Yeah,
I'll
well-
tell you to what, yes.
Well, a lot of the safari places, they just cut it off and let them live. Like, they'll cut it off so no one comes and kills it.
Yeah, right.
And they'll
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, even if they're alive. They didn't at this place, but they just cut them clean off so that no poachers even want to come in and kill
So
them.
when you went out and checked out all the animals in the reserve, which are the big five did you see?
Lion,
Yep.
rhino, elephant, buffalo.
Oh no, I'm talking about the celebrities. I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here.
Yeah.
Who did we see? We saw Frankie Muniz,
Now, he's like
Malcolm in the
Malcolm in the middle.
Yeah.
Malcolm in the Middle, yeah.
Cody Banks.
Cody Banks, one of the Big Fat Liar. He was in a lot of childhood actor, big star. He was awesome. He was cool. He didn't want us. Common theme with them. They didn't want us to leave their room because they hadn't had any human contact really. So like every time we'd go in to do an interview would probably take 15 minutes, and then we'd go to leave, and they'd like be like, yeah, like hey, he's going, like, and start trying to talk to us for ages.
What, they just been in there on their own.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
not
and they
nice.
can't leave because there's other people like around them that they can link it.
Did you
Yeah.
get to chat to Candace again?
Spoke to Candace.
I saw a
Candace
picture.
Warner?
Yeah, spoke to Candace. She had a red hot crack at Pete Depler, who's
Got in like as
Intern.
intern Pete, who was like one of the producers at Kiss there.
when you
because
say red hot crack, let's make sure we know what exactly that
Well,
is.
I think
crack
about
at
to
him.
explain.
Yeah, let
Oh.
me explain before interrupting. So she had a go at him because he interrupted when the sandpaper scandal first happened.
Oh, God.
He interrupted Steve Smith's press conference
That's right.
by saying, "Hey," he put his hand. I didn't even know this had happened. He told me. He said he put his hand up and said, "Hey, Steve. Obviously, a big scandal last night on Married at First Sight. Did you see what happened on Maths last night?" And he got chased out by all the journalists.
I remember it. I
Oh,
remember it.
no.
Yeah.
Hey, Candice is a bit of an elephant too. She's got a good memory like me.
Yeah, oh.
That's all right. I'm happy to put us in the same basket.
Hey, listen, like just keep it with the sisterhood, baby. We don't need sort of little things like that. Said.
No, we are the sisterhood.
Yeah, well, you just,
That's a
yeah,
support.
the elephant thing was low.
No, I like that.
Yeah.
Seems like Pete's done some pretty hardcore things for that show.
He has, hasn't he? Put himself in danger.
Yeah, he'll do just about anything to get on camera. He would. I seriously wonder, like, and worried for his health because he might end up doing something really bad to himself just to go out with a bang.
How old is he?
Oh, 40.
Oh, is he?
Too old to be doing some of the stuff
it-
he's doing.
That's not true.
What about you, Big M? How did you go without me here?
How'd I go with what? Without you?
Without me,
I
yeah.
found it was glorious.
Really?
It was. Yeah, it was fun. I mean, Jack last week on the podcast again, mate. I'm just going to say, I was just so proud of you to watch the boy become a young man, but then the young man to become a fully fledged star was something that I won't forget in my time, and
thanks,
hopefully you won't either.
Thanks, buddy.
That's the thing when there are big characters around you. Sometimes you just go, "Oh, let them do their dance."
Well, that's what I was telling Ringo Starr.
If you like.
You know?
Yeah.
That's,
George.
I actually do, Jack. I really
So,
appreciate.
Cooch, so I just want to say, Jack,
what I really did.
you were, you were fantastic. I want to hear the same from you this week.
I want to go back to Cooper here. What were you about to say then?
Oh no, I was just saying I appreciate you, like, because I've been in that position before. You know, I mean, a Cameron Munster gets hurt and goes down injured, and you need to step into the jersey. You need to help lift the team
You
up.
need to cop a 40-point flogging.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
sometimes
what
that's all it
happened?
takes. Take the media attention away from the big
right.
dogs and let them come back
Yeah.
in, firing, win a grand final. So I appreciate you taking that stress off my shoulders.
The other thing he
all
missed,
of you, actually.
Jack, of course, he missed what was a wonderful night out that we had
We
to
did.
go to the rugby league
Matt, I
on the
wouldn't
Friday
be bragging
night.
about it, mate.
Why
What are
not?
you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, let's start with something. So
Yeah.
we got the bus into the city with Harry Martin and
The
our
Scogs.
neighbours, Scogs,
Yeah.
and we jumped off at the Occidental. I said to the boys, you've got to go to the Occidental
How
on a
packed?
Friday and drink. It is the best vibe
Oh.
there. Everyone from the surrounding, like workers and stuff, all gather. It is jammed, but it's easy to get a beer there. But they're all out on the footpath.
Where's the Occidental?
Wynyard there,
yeah, we're a drop shop straight across the road.
And how are you aware of this place, Matthew?
Because I get the bus into the city a lot of times.
Cobb's
straight
a
across the
9
road.
to 5, Trish. Come on.
Yeah, I am.
Couple
Oh,
works
mate,
hard.
I worked in the city for 8 years. You're all forgetting that.
Yeah.
And we went there for a beer. Then we went across to the Olympic. Walked into the Olympic, and what a surprise, Jack. A mate of mine who I thought was working behind the bar, Wayno, what are you doing? You're working here. Matty, I bought it, the Olympic. So
Seriously?
people, if you go to the Olympic, a mate of mine, go there, say you're a mate of mine,
Free
to
beers.
Wayno. I'm not going to guarantee that, but put it this way, good service.
Mate, it
Wayno.
was packed in there too. There was a few characters, a few creatures in there, as there are. Yeah, a few of your mates, Brian and the Beast, rocked up,
in.
but
There was JWH, his mum, Gerald Brewer Hargraves, his mum and his auntie and his old coach, they're all in there together.
all
to
got
celebrate.
photos. and had a
Over
laugh.
from New Zealand?
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Oh,
They were very
that's
nice.
nice.
They were very nice. We actually ran into them later in the
That's
night. Cobber, actually, credit to Cobber here. He on his way up the stairs there at Allianz Stadium, he sort of spotted them and saw they weren't getting in, and ran and saw Jared's mother, and then she, got him down. And Cobber got a friend of his from the Roosters board and come down, and they helped the family in.
There
But
was
mate, man of the people.
Yeah,
he was.
He's a man.
What
He was
I
almost
do.
going to start I thought he was going to start a full-blown riot. It was
think
so.
Jared's 300th, and they weren't going to let his
Yeah.
family in.
I thought you were going to say full-blown cult.
What happened
of course, didn't
there?
work well
Yeah,
last
which
time
of
we
course
did
you've been a part of multiple
that.
cults.
Exactly. Yes.
But actually, there was another incident there too. In fact, I ran to Jared the next night at the Wharf Bar. He's having a
did
good
ya?
time. Yeah.
Travelling over here?
What's going on? Traveling. Yeah, I know. Bit of lot going on. A lot happens when Cooper's away.
It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
It's like he drains everyone of their energy. Suddenly he leaves and
Imagination.
everyone gets out.
You
and
know he
about.
has FOMO. Look at the look on his face.
Like I said, I'm the lion. When the lion goes back to his cave and sleeps, the other animals come out to feed.
and when we got to the game, we met Dom Young.
Yeah, Dom's parents are there. Well, surprisingly, it was very nice. His mum and dad and his brother just played in the reserve grade game beforehand, and they're lovely people.
Do we know, did the Roosters fly them out?
I don't know.
Because they do things like that
Yeah,
at
they
the
do.
Roosters.
Yeah, maybe.
They may
Maybe.
have.
They
first,
do. They're
first
very
try
good.
scorer of
Yeah.
the night as well.
Yeah, he
for
was,
like
Dominic.
first games and
Yeah,
things
he's
like
not-
that.
Say they do
They're very
things-
good like that.
Sorry,
do
what did you?
things like
sorry,
that.
Cooper. Can you just butt out for a second? We're just having a conversation.
We're trying to
amongst
talk,
the family.
Sorry, they do things like that.
Like
What is
very
it?
generous,
Like
like
they-
like they would fly the family over. I know
Is
there
that
was
in the
another.
Yeah,
salary
you're
cap?
right, Trish.
Yeah,
they
they
do.
do.
It's nice. Yeah.
Is it in the salary cap to do
What's that? To salary cap?
To just fly everyone's
I
parents
think
around?
they let you do that now.
Oh,
I think
do
there's
they?
Mate,
certainly-
there was an incident before as we got to the Olympics as well, Cobber. My mate Harry, who came along with us, tagged along. H got there and ducked to the toilet. Later, I got a little text a couple of minutes later. Hey mate, could you just come to the toilet?
This is
Oh, I
brilliant.
saw this on Insta.
And I went, yeah, mate. What's up? Oh, yeah, I'll come see her. So there's no one in the toilet. There's two cubicles, and he's opened it up. He's sitting on the toilet.
No
And
toilet
he goes,
paper.
mate, could you pass me toilet paper from the other cubicle? But I go into the other cubicle, and there's no toilet paper in there either. So I took a
Could you
photo of him.
Send Wayno a message.
I wasn't
about that?
Wayno's fault.
Oh,
Sent a photo to him. Took a photo of him, and then took it to the bar girls, and they're going, "You're joking." 6 of them hoarded around my phone and started pissing themselves laughing, and then handed it to me. They were very nice. They gave it straight away, but
So
that's
you,
a night.
you had to walk the toilet paper in for a
had
poor
walked
H.
it in straight into him.
Oh
Mate,
my
that's
God.
that's the worst nightmare, and it was packed in there. Like it was.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Not in the
people,
toilets, though.
People are looking at me. I could see people looking at me, going, "Oh, look at this bloke getting a roll, like a massive roll of toilet
Oh,
paper,
they're the big
and
ones
walking
too.
to the toilet." They're going, "What's? I wonder what he's about to do."
I wouldn't say it's my worst
Go,
nightmare.
like, that's a very organised bloke. That's what they'd be thinking.
Yeah, it was good.
I'm really looking forward to this weekend. Just a bit of a rundown. I've got live sport fever. I really have. There is nothing like being at the game. So this weekend, Souths versus Dogs on Friday. I love this game. Good Friday at a Core Stadium. Thinking about going out and attending.
Dogs first
When?
win too.
Yeah,
Last week.
Last week.
Yeah,
Sorry?
no, it'll be good. It'll be.
Yeah.
What day is that?
Friday.
No, you're not.
What
is
is you
that?
got?
No, we're going to have Good Friday dinner, Dale.
Ooh.
Where are we having that at?
Well, I haven't decided yet, but we will be because
Well,
Yeah.
look like there's
Because
gonna be
why?
trouble in paradise.
Well, you said dinner. It's 3 p.m. game, so I'll be back for dinner.
I know you won't.
Broncos and Cowboys. Lounge beer later that night. Saturday, the Vinery Steaks at Rose Hill on the big Saturday Easter card. Lounge beer. Super Saturday, lounge beer. Sunday, Warriors and Knights, work beer. And Monday, Tigers
Beer work?
versus Eels. May attend out there. It'll be a full house at a Combank Stadium. And, so that's my
Mate,
weekend. I've got
Penrith game. Shout out to Maverick Geyer making his
that's
debut
nice.
this week.
Is he playing in the forwards? Did I hear?
Yeah.
He's a
Maverick-
second
planned.
rower.
Back row.
I haven't seen him for a long time.
He's big enough to hold the
I
ball.
played
Wow.
plenty of reserve go against the last couple of years against Mav. Yeah, he goes well. Big enough to play in the front row too, I reckon, in the future. But
Yeah, right.
yeah, very handy player.
On that best
that's
wishes,
nice.
let's take a quick break. And when we come back, more shenanigans. Welcome back to the podcast, people. Cooper Johns, we want to delve a little bit further into your little trip over to the African continent. Did you get to meet Robert Irwin?
Yes, I did. I met Terry as well. Terry was over there.
Did
Oh, was she?
Yeah,
Sweet
yeah.
Terry.
Sweet Caroline. Don't know where I was going with it. Interviewed Robert and Julie Morris when I was over there. Didn't give you too much, but they were very nice. Robert, very, very cool dude.
Yeah.
Surfer. Loves
Is
his
he?
surfing, loves his
Do
photography.
they does he live up at Caloundra? Where
He lives on Australia Zoo. He was saying.
which,
Yeah,
around
yeah.
Caloundra way.
Yeah. So he's up at the sunny coast. So he's actually surfed with Harry Grant before. Harry told me he was out at Mooloolaba surfing one day and seeing Robert Irwin down there. I actually asked Robert Irwin. I said, "Have you were surfing with one of my mates before?" And he goes, "What was his name?" I said, "Harry Grant." I just seen him. He went. I could see him like trying to be nice and go, "Oh yeah, I think you know." He had no idea.
Does he not follow footy?
I don't think so.
I think just you got to remind Harry, if you're out there, we do know you listen. We've heard a couple of things you've left on the hotline. Right, I'm not going to go into that, but what you said was disgraceful and despicable. Just because you're in the Pacific Ocean and someone else paddles into the ocean doesn't necessarily mean you're having a surf with them. It's
Yeah.
like me basically having a surf here at Collaroy in the same ocean,
Sorry,
the Pacific
sorry.
Ocean. Someone paddles in to the ocean in Malibu. Well, guess what? I'm not surfing with them, Harry, unless you are having a conversation next to that person in the water. You aren't surfing with them.
Yeah. He was. That's a good point, actually, Harry. He did sell it like he was selling surfing with Robert Irwin.
They'd paddle out
Selling.
together.
Selling, yeah, but
what was he selling out there?
don't know what he's selling out there in the ocean.
Amphetamines, like most things wash
Actually,
up
Jack,
here.
that's not a bad idea.
Bubbles.
I
If
see
there
where
was a-
your mind was going.
If there was
then.
a place to sell drugs, you'd probably do it in the ocean.
Not bad option.
Well, they all get dumped
Not
off
on a
here.
boat. Not on a boat.
Well, can you sail that?
'Cause they get
How
caught
far
out all
out
the
is international waters?
I don't know.
It's a long
Let me
way.
Google.
But
Oh,
I mean-
FYI, just for before, rhinoceros's horn made of keratin.
If you
Is
like,
that,
honestly,
is that the stuff that young people take these days?
No,
Just
not
be like-
ketamine.
That's ketamine.
Oh, okay.
No, keratin is what your hair
I'll
and
see
your
if they
nails.
go and buy one
High
myself.
protein.
honestly, if you're going to find an aphrodisiac, just try oysters.
Yeah. Shout out to Cialis.
Yeah.
Wait, have you used Cialis before?
There was a story. I don't know. I haven't told this, have I? We're in the. We're up in the Lakes District when we're driving up to Edinburgh.
Decade?
This is very funny.
No, this was last year.
End of last year.
And Trish came out very excited and said you can get Cialis completely, or let's call it Viagra. Most people know it as Viagra. You can get Viagra over the counter here. So I'm like, okay. So we're
Was it in the pill or the gel?
Pill.
It was in the pill.
Oh.
So
Is
it
there
was
a
a place
gel?
called
Well, Cialis is the gel. Like Yeah.
What would you? Why should you know at your age anyway?
I don't know. Wait, you're
So
talking
I've gone. I've
Performance
sprinted.
issues, 1 out of 5.
Give myself up then.
So I've sprinted in there. Anyway, I'm lining up, and anyway, quite a queue starts forming behind me. So then I start to get a little self-conscious. Anyway, the young girl's working. She goes, "You ate?" And I say, "Just after some Viagra." She goes, "Hey, mate, he's after some Viagra. Come on, you just got to come and you got to fill this out, right?" So I'm sitting there with all these people giggling behind me, and she's going, "Do you struggle to have an erection?" Yes. Can you speak up? She goes, and I said, "Look, I'm going to throw all my cards on the table. When me and my wife, we have sex and she's just out the front, it's almost like playing snooker with a piece of rope." She was like, "All right, no worries, we'll get you some." And, yeah, it was, as I was walking out, these two blokes would give me a little bit of stick.
Are you sure this is on the Central Coast? Why does she sound like she's from England?
No, we're in England, darling.
Oh, I
said-
heard the Central
No,
Coast.
we're in the lakes.
Edinburgh,
No, we were in
Oh,
the what was
on
the
the way
district,
to
Matt? In the Cotswolds.
Lakes, yeah,
No, it was the
around
Cotswolds.
Cotswolds.
I heard lakes. I thought it was Lakes Entrance.
Oh, you idiot.
I am so sorry.
So, Joburg, what was Johannesburg like?
we were only there for one night. Couldn't leave the hotel though.
It was dangerous.
Yeah, it was too dangerous. They say don't leave the hotel.
Where you were staying, where they're shooting on Celebrity, is it really serious jungle? How long does it take you to get to where the hotels and that where you're staying?
Oh yeah, where like our villa thing was, like that. Even that was jungle. Like where you can't walk around at night where our comm was because there was like hyenas and leopards that would walk through where our rooms and stuff were. But then it took about half an hour to actually get to the base. Like they call it the tech base, where they've set up like all this tech and stuff, and then you have to walk about a K into the jungle where they set the camp up.
Yeah, right.
And so it's in jungle, and there's like people patrolling around the camp, and there's baboons and stuff out there, and they have to like
Jesus.
warn the
wow.
baboons off. So you have to wash.
Oh, tell the listeners what you said about the baboons. What you
Oh
can't
yeah,
do.
don't. They said to me, if you see a baboon, do not smile at it. And I was like, why? And they said, because if they see teeth, it's a sign of aggression.
Oh.
Wow.
So like you see baboons everywhere. Like baboons are just around.
When you
Interesting.
grew up with that song, "Never Smile at a Baboon."
Is that a song?
Yeah, of course you have. You never heard that?
Never.
Never smile at a baboon's fine.
I had a crocodile.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
Oh, what is wrong with
What
you?
is going
Slow?
on with
Don't know, I
Hey.
never heard that. I never heard
Hey,
that.
Smile at a crocodile.
Coop, for recipe of the week, I thought I'd try something a little bit different. I was going to just put you on the spot and see if you could tell us now, either in South Africa or in the jungle, you know, they were doing certain things for I'm a Celebrity, like the challenges. Is there anything weird or different you ate over there?
I did a food challenge. I'm not allowed to expose it yet because it haven't been televised.
Oh.
So I can't tell you
is it-
exactly the dish.
Does it get televised?
Not our one, but like they use the
Oh.
exact same dish for the TV, so they're
Okay.
not allowed. We're not allowed. We had to sign some stuff. Not allowed to expose it.
Yeah.
Although I'd love to break it on here, but I can't. Some weird dishes I ate though. I had wildebeest for the
Ooh.
first
Yeah,
time.
we
Wow.
had that,
Matt
yeah.
ate everything
Yeah.
over there.
And
I was
crocodile
like,
carpaccio.
Everything.
carpaccio.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was
Carpaccio.
my thing. The buffalo. What do you say?
Wildebeest.
Sorry, the wildebeest. Are they similar? I don't know.
Sorta.
How was it prepared?
Medium.
This is recipe of the week.
Oh, I'm doing your segment.
No,
Good
no,
to see
no, no. You
prepared.
tell me how it's prepared, and then I'll figure out how to cook it next week. How about
Oh
that?
yeah.
I'll go find some
Where,
wildebeest.
I was about to say, where are you getting that lean piece of meat?
Yeah,
only-
yeah. I know a guy.
I usually have medium rare, but the wildebeest was very thick. Like
Ooh.
it was a thick cut of meat. You know when it's thick and it like they sear it 5 minutes either side, but it only cooks down to like
certain
so
level.
in the middle of it was just pissing blood.
Oh, God, that's
As was I when I got back to my hotel room. But when I was cooking, like when I was eating it, I was just every time, and I love a juicy steak, but this was too much. Like I
Yeah.
just could taste
Blood.
the raw blood.
Oh, that's
Nicest
not
thing
right.
we had was warthog. We had the warthog
Oh.
with a beautiful like plum sauce.
Matt had it.
I
couldn't eat
I
that.
just kept
I said I
going back
couldn't
for
eat
more.
pumba.
Yeah.
Was it with anything, Coop? The wildebeest? Was there any veggies or any side?
Potatoes.
Just potatoes.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
not a
A
zhoosh.
sauce?
Yeah, a nice natural jus.
Jus.
Red wine jus.
Okay.
Tell
Red,
you
I
what-
think it was a red wine jus.
Next week, I'll prepare
Greg
some
Mazu.
wildebeest for you.
Yeah,
How about
I don't
that?
know if you could get wildebeest.
No,
in
I know a
Australia.
guy. I know a guy.
Pretty sure you can.
I know a guy transports it over in a via kite.
Viagra.
Via kite.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, Joe, what about you?
Well, mate, this week, you and me, it would be the night before this comes out. Thursday we are emceeing our cousin's wedding. First MC job for you and me.
I'm very excited. I love a family wedding.
It'll be good. And you know what? I'm very confident alongside this man right here.
Oh, you should be.
I've watched his content preparation evolve over the last couple of years, and I'm excited. I'm excited to play his straight man.
I'm cringing a little bit.
Can you just give us a little sample? Because none of our listeners, apart from maybe one or two family members, but by the time that comes out,
It's done.
It's done.
it's
Come
over.
on, give us some of his stuff because I'm not going to be there. I want to hear.
I know.
You're
You're going to have to send a little telegram, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be
You've got a
shame.
show.
We'll try to record it. See if some of the jokes go down. Well, the first thing I wanted to do was the first joke I wanted to do. One of Trisha's sisters, our uncle. Let's just call him our Uncle Martin.
Well, he's your uncle.
Yeah. I suppose married into our family, not by blood. But he's a bit of a creepy dude.
Thank God for that.
He's not.
He's not by blood,
Trish.
isn't he? He's not blood, relative.
No, he's not your brother.
Exactly.
He's your uncle.
But when he comes down here, he goes
He
and
is.
he comes out like. Remember the time he took Trisha's bra off the line? Was going, ooh, put it on, going, ooh, look at me, I'm Martin.
He's very funny. He's very funny, but he's also
Never
like.
did that.
Yeah, yeah. And then
He never would
I swear
do
to
that.
God, we're over at the beach, and he goes, "Watch this," and he walked across with your two-piece bikini on. Do you remember that day?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Very
you are
good.
looking in a
It'd
mirror.
be nice if we put some pants on too.
Well,
Oh, stop it.
the joke I wanted to do was he's not drinking, so he can drive the minibus. So the first thing we want to do was get up and say, right, everyone, big hand of applause for Uncle Martin, who's driving the minibus up here this evening. Everyone give a round of applause.
Yeah, Marty.
Good on
you,
you,
Marty.
There you go. And the best thing about Martin is he's a man of the people. He's also going to do a kissing booth for $5 a kiss. So everyone, and good on him because if anybody here brought your kids, he's going to let the kids kiss for free today as well. So that was the main. That
See,
was
I
my
don't think
first
that's
one.
funny.
Yeah, but look, it's not for you.
Yeah,
No,
It's not for you.
good. The people with sense of humour, I think they'll laugh.
Yeah.
What's another one, Coop? Keep them coming.
Another one I wanted to do was, I don't know how I'm going to set it up, but I wanted to do, hey guys, I've chatted to the bride today and, this is a tip. You can steal these. I chatted to the bride today and, the groom used to be a bit of a ladies' man back in the day. So she just wanted to get all the skeletons out of the closet. A lot of people he used to sleep with are at this wedding. Anybody who's got his house keys, can you just please come up right now and bring them to me? And then I want to tee up her mum and her sister to give them keys and have them walk up and throw the keys
That's
into the
actually
bowl.
very
And then the
good.
last person to get up, get Marty. To
Yeah. I wanted
That's
Marty to
very
come.
points
good.
and says, "You free."
Yeah. And the creme de la creme I wanted to do when the bride and groom come out and I'm about to introduce the first speeches, I want to go, how good's love, guys? These two never should have met. Matty, you grew up in a small country town. There was only one grocery store, one dentist, and one prostitute. And your mum found it really hard working 3 jobs.
That's very good.
Oh, my Lord. That actually is good.
So they're the big 3.
Yeah.
They are the big
Anyway,
three.
but no, your mum's a very nice person, and as we all know, you're a chip off the old block.
Oh, brilliant.
Now we'll take another break. How's about that? We go. It's just well done to you. You've come back from Africa in fine spirits and earned your way back into this family.
Spirits be kind.
We'll take a break, and we'll be back shortly. Welcome back to the John's Family Podcast. Cooper's been telling us a few of his other jokes he's going to do as he and Jack's MC job at the wedding. I wouldn't probably do the last two. Those turns of phrase were never acceptable in Australian society, let alone anywhere in the Pan Pacific Bowl.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise that.
Yeah. What have we got, boys? Jack?
Mate, the hotline. Another hit this week. Why I'm going to hear some. Could you just put the levels up for me on that, if that's all right, mate?
Do we need our earphones?
Yeah, if you get the headphones on right now, we'll put it through. All right, here we go. The first one.
Hey, g'day, guys. Look, I'm just chasing a little bit more information as a follow-up to your story about either the boy or the girl or the brown-eyed, blue-eyed person who soiled themselves on the flight. I'm about to fly to London, and I had planned to take a couple of things just to aid me off into sleepy land, and now I'm petrified that I'm going to shit myself.
Yeah.
So, Matty, if you can hook a brother up and just give me a little bit more information. Keep up the good work, champion. Jack, you're a bloody superstar. Cooper, I hope you stay in the jungle. Speak to you soon, Pat.
Well, what a wonderful caller. Look, what it was, I put it this way, I would make sure you don't jump on the flight intoxicated and take more than probably one sleeping pill. But there's always a fine line. There was been some wild ones over the days. They were saying back in the might have been 78 Kangaroo Tour, one of the players on there was trying to break a beer drinking record and actually got up in the middle of the night because disorientated and was trying to open up the door of the plane. That didn't go over too good.
Do you think that he actually wanted more information in regards to the person?
Oh, maybe
Male or female? Come on.
Oh, I can't.
Just
do
give
it,
us
Trish.
male or female.
No, I don't want to close that circle up anymore. All I said was a reality star. For people that didn't listen to it before, they jumped on a flight. They'd had a few drinks on board. They'd had a number of muscle relaxants. Didn't wake up and had shit themselves. Needed to be taken and carried to the toilet and cleaned like a baby.
Oh, my Lord.
Wow.
It's certainly not my dream.
All right.
Next hotline.
Next hotline. Here we go.
John Stanley, you're talking to the Moore Creek Marlins, the recent winners of the Bush Cricket Tamworth cricket competition, the grand final winners. We'd love to give a shout out to the rest of the boys that worked hard today. I'd like to say that we all listened to the podcast this morning to get us fired up before the game, and that's what got us
Good on
across
you.
the line.
Cooper bat 11 and bowl an over and field terribly. It'd be great to see him out there.
Trish could be a development player next year. We need one girl, so if Trish wants to come out and play a game for the Moore Creek Marlins, we'd be happy to have her. Thanks, boys. Looking forward to hearing it next week.
Well,
Thank
mate,
you.
there's a couple of things. On this podcast, we don't usually allow Z grade cricketers to come on and push their agendas.
I liked
Secondly, I will not be letting my wife anywhere near that team. They sound like a bunch of football hooligans, if you ask
Yeah.
me.
I like the sound of them. And how far's Tamworth?
Oh, it's only about 4.5 hours.
Oh, I
At
could do that
Tamworth.
every week.
Mate,
And
Country Music Festival.
it was cricket, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cricket.
I used to play a little bit of cricket in the backyard. cricket.
I've never seen you with a
No.
cricket
You have
bat in
never
your
I've
hand.
seen her. I've seen her field a couple of balls.
Anyway, let's move on.
Before we get to our last one, Colbert,
Okay.
Motivation.
we'll shout out. It's all right, Trish. Just keep interrupting. We'll shout out to the UK firefighter. We actually got a call all the way from the UK. Great message, but unfortunately, maybe you could call again next week. Unfortunately, the audio was too static, so we couldn't be playing. It was him and his crew. But we wanted to shout out. Yeah, considering it's about £10 a minute calling to Australia, we thought we'd shout you out.
No,
Oh,
not
that's
these
cool.
days, is it?
It shouldn't be.
£10 a minute.
Nah, it shouldn't be that expensive.
Well,
Most of
he
the
was-
plans allow
I think
for
he
international.
was just sort of speaking in
Yeah.
So they're
hyperbole,
actual
you know.
firefighters.
Yes,
That's cool.
That
It's the only evidence
Do
of
we
that.
know where from?
It was hard to hear. It was a hard one to hear, wasn't it?
Call
Gareth?
back, guys.
Yeah, well, give us a call back.
We love firefighters.
Yeah.
All right.
Pay your phone
I
bill.
More than Z grade cricketers. Cop that, guys.
All right. Okay. Thanks, Colbert.
Keep listening to the podcast, nonetheless.
Be nice.
Okay. No, you just keep talking.
Go to the next one.
Hotline 3.
Hey guys, big fan of the pod, even a fan of Cooper's at times. Just wanted to give some recipe of the week feedback. I actually made what Jack was telling us to make, whatever the was, I forget. And my blind friend regained sight just so he could leave the house. And he didn't pack up his things. He just got in the car, my car as well, and left. And I haven't seen him in 6 days. So I'm fucking fuming. Anyway, big fan of the pod, guys. Love you.
Oh,
Thank
love you too.
And
Like,
that
just
is-
Hope he finds his friend and he's not laying in a ditch somewhere.
You know what I took out of that is that recipe of the week cures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was some pretty good feedback.
Segment of the people.
But yeah, same again. What do you think of that, Coop?
that's pretty good. I like that. It's very good feedback. Keep the hotlines coming because I just enjoy. Maybe go easy on me a bit. A bit more.
No, I
don't
kind
know
of
why
enjoyed that.
I don't know why they are targeting me all of a sudden.
Yeah. Well, our direction last week, Coop, before the weekend was ring us a few in and tell us how many you've had and where you're at. And I don't think me and Gav received anyone that actually did what we asked, which is fine. I like people getting creative.
Just do whatever you want.
Now, on our listeners basically not being able to follow dictation,
No.
let's go to our big giveaway, which is our
Okay.
biggest thing of the year.
I know.
Unfortunately, it was totally misconstrued.
Yeah.
Guys, tickets, free, giveaway.
Yeah. So not many people seem to actually be able to get the concept of what we'd asked. So they were missing bits, missing tags, missing posts. They're sending it to me directly. Anyway,
It might have been the way you explained it.
I just
reckon.
chose a winner and to the season ticket holders for this season for the Knights home games. And James, interestingly enough, he's actually from Sydney.
Oh, good on him.
Yeah, hopefully he can use them once.
Do we know
through
his
the
real
year.
name, like his full name, or just James?
No, only James, well, that I know from the actual, because I haven't sent them out to him yet.
Well, that's
So,
his real name.
Yeah, so people really did struggle with the concept. I didn't think it was that hard. But anyway,
This has ended so anticlimactic.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, do you want me to lift it up? Because I do have something really funny.
No, I'm talking
Well,
about this competition.
Oh, yeah.
We were
Oh.
so excited
I
about
know,
this competition.
honestly,
Yeah. And it's,
it wasn't that hard. But anyway,
Well,
whatever.
I didn't know it was only going to last a week. I thought,
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I
you
thought it
didn't
was
Well-
going to be a
give them
couple
enough
of
time.
weeks.
This
Well,
came out on Friday. People only had like
That's
a day
true.
to listen to it.
That's
That's
true.
true. I thought it was
should
going to
have
run
not
over a
picked
couple
one.
of weeks.
That's true.
Yeah, it was very silly.
Oh,
If I was here to save this competition, the quizmaster, he would have
Look,
Oh, well,
informed you
someone
guys.
won.
There were
That's all that's important.
There were far more positives with you not being here than negatives.
All right.
Can I do my feedback now?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, go
So
on.
then I'll be
Why
out of the
not?
way.
Yeah.
Okay. Matt says,
That'd be great.
remember Saar that's playing at Glastonbury, SZA?
Oh, scissor.
SCA.
It's actually pronounced Scissor. So you knew that if you were here, you could have clarified
Yeah.
that. We were calling it Saar.
Yeah, scissor.
Okay.
Scissor sisters.
Not
As
quite.
opposed to not SARS, that respiratory disease that was
Mm.
going around for a while.
Yeah, or SARS. It's like a performance enhancing thing.
Thanks again, Coop, for bringing it up for us.
We'll
Yeah.
wait on.
Jason Saab,
Oh, yeah.
Charlie Saab.
And our convo last week about the brace position jogged one of our listeners, Cassie's, memories. She goes, I knew there was some sort of conspiracy theory about why they thought the airlines wanted them to do that. And it came out during COVID craziness where they said by doing that, you break your neck more easily to a more peaceful death if you're going to crash. However,
Cass.
the aviation experts, no, it wasn't her. She just, I think Instagram, they know everything, Instagram, came out and clarified that it's certainly not. It's to minimise head and neck injury.
Yeah.
Couldn't imagine saying, listen, give this a go. It's like,
No.
all of a sudden you introduce someone who wants to do some break dancing, just do a head spin. Won't hurt a bit, try to influence someone breaking their neck. You wouldn't do that. So why would you tell someone to put their in the brace position if it was going to break your neck?
True.
Yeah, but that was a rumor for a while that was.
Oh, so you,
I mean,
Cooper loves a conspiracy
I'd
theory.
heard that before, yeah.
There you go.
And there's a lot of things that have said, like, people have come out and said, oh, yeah, if you put your head in that position, on impact, it forces your head in the back of the seat and breaks your neck. But who would know?
They said the same thing about Webster.
Oh, really?
He was the
Sorry?
other guy. Yeah, Webster from the TV show. They used to say he broke his neck rap dancing with Michael Jackson.
Rap dancing?
What?
Break dancing.
Right, small Webster.
Yeah, Emmanuel Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he die?
No, he didn't. Turns out it was an urban myth. He's still alive. Talking about sitcoms while we're on the subject. Malcolm in the Middle. I said this before for Roosters fans. I want you to do a bit of research. There were two kids on Malcolm in the Middle, and their father played for the Roosters. There
So
you
not
go.
Frankie.
Munns.
No, it wasn't Frankie Nunez.
Or Nunez?
It was Nunez?
Munns?
Menez.
Nunez.
Munns?
Menez.
Oh, is it? No, it's Muniz.
It sounds like Munez.
Yeah.
He's a NASCAR driver now, eh?
Yeah, he quit in 2004 and he raced in a celebrity race and then he did a better time than the actual driver for the team that he was riding for.
Oh, did he tell you that, did he?
So yeah, he told me that.
Yeah.
But now he's actually racing for NASCAR. Like he's professional driver.
Just because you hop in a car doesn't mean you're a NASCAR doesn't mean you're a NASCAR driver.
Well, Google, mate. Have you don't knock him because there's someone out there more successful than have a more successful show
Hey,
than
you've
you.
got a bit of
one
an
makes
attitude
you-
today, Johns.
No one. Look, guys,
He-
I'm
he-
A
feeling
bit
a little,
negative, a bit down.
Yeah, and you know what? The enthusiasm in his voice. He's talked in like some weird monotone, depressive
Yeah.
voice today.
I know,
Shake
I
yourself
just,
up.
And
I just feel like I want to talk people down today.
And
It
bring
makes
some
me
better
feel
energy.
better.
Considering you're on all fours right now, you.
What?
Now,
Kicking wise down.
yeah, the guy do a bit of research. Go Malcolm in the middle and Sydney Roosters' father. So that's a little bit of trivia for you.
How good's that?
Yeah.
That's hectic, man.
Wow.
Do you want me to present something?
Yeah, go on, Trish.
I got some tips. I read the other day about how to avoid bad breath. A lot of them are basic.
Give it a crack.
Unfortunately, some people need reminding. Floss.
Thanks.
You'll be amazed at what comes out when you floss.
Oh,
It's usually
unbelievable.
old meat and it stinks.
Wow, that's the first time I've heard that.
When you brush your teeth, also brush your tongue.
Yeah,
a lot of the bacteria. That's why you
I deep throat mine.
Yeah.
I can't do
That's
it.
why
Every time
you
I
gag.
do it, I gag. real
Yeah,
bad,
I don't do it
Yeah, I do.
either.
I brush it right at the back.
That's
Big
why I
deep
use
throat job.
I do a mouthwash.
Oh, yeah,
And
clean my hair.
the other thing is, if you have bad breath and you're doing those other things, doing everything right, drink lots of water.
Okay.
Nothing worse than bad breath.
Well, I'll tell you what,
bad breath.
guys.
I'll take bad breath over BO any day.
I won't.
Yeah.
I don't like either, really.
Righto, guys.
How about, can I wish everyone a great long weekend?
Yes,
Yeah.
be safe, drive safely. if
Drive
you're travelling.
safely, because I'm sure we'll
Big
be
time.
on. The podcast will be played on a few roads this
Yeah.
weekend. Double demerits, am I right?
Oh, it would be.
Yeah, be
know
careful.
what?
Drive safe. Take care of yourself. And
Actually, it's a shame we
we'll.
can't.
I was just only trying to finish it off, Trish.
Yeah.
You guys have a good weekend and see you later.
Yeah.
Do you know what? No one else say anything. What a finish.
Thanks,
Thanks, Jack.
Thanks, bro.